Hey everybody, this is Mr. McKee with Sampson Community College. I'm the Department Chair of Information Technology and Security here at SEC, and I wanted to go over all the information for potential students, new students, and continuing students here at Sampson Community College. All right, and this is for spring 2021. All right, so on the screen I have the college's link to their website, the registration link, which has all the dates and relevant information. I'll show you guys all these pages too. The link to our specific IT uh, curriculum page. Notice our information technology program is 100% online as of this current semester, fall 2020. All right, now for spring, we have these current courses. All right, and I'll go over these a little bit more in detail, but starting off, just for people that want a basic information about the college, they're right there. And also at the bottom, this is rather new, putting this in here, but we do have an articulation agreement with Eastern Carolina University. We have a bunch of students that transfer from our program, which is a Associate Applied Science, directly to ECU. All right, and ECU does take 60 credits from our program. So they basically take almost every class you have towards a bachelor's. And what it is, it's a bachelor's of science in industrial technology with a specialization in uh, inf information systems, but basically whatever you're doing, networking. They're big in networking, security, things like that. But it's a really good program. I currently have students there right now that graduated from here the last couple of years, and they enjoy it. They go on to get their masters a lot of times. But let's go ahead and look at the college's website. All right, so let me go. All right, so this is the college's main page. All right, it shows registration right there for spring. All right, course offerings are listed right here for spring. So if you click on that, it brings up all the courses, associate courses, non-degree courses. We're all under associate degree program courses. All right, that brings up all the current courses. Hopefully it loads. There we go. All right, notice we have a 14-week semester due to the current climate, everything that's going on. So that's all the relevant information for that. All right, you can click here, register now, that link, but also probably a better link. It'll probably take you to the same page, but there's the registration link. And what I'm going to do, I'll just go directly to that. I'll put all the links in the description. All right, here's the registration page. Spring 2021. All new students have to do the Be a Viking session, which is basically an online orientation. All right, there's the link for that. Pretty easy. Now, currently enrolled students, a lot of my students are doing this now. Registration started on October 19th through October 22nd, and then October 26th through October 29th. All right, contact your advisor, which I'll be your advisor, me or Mr. Tyree, and to complete the academic planning and adviso. And adviso is just our advising system that helps you figure out what class you need, what class you've taken, any kind of holds you might have on your account. New students, all right, registration starts next month, November 9th through the 12th, and then the 16th through the 19th. All right, schedule an appointment below. You can schedule an advising appointment right there. Now, new students, I'm your advisor when you're in the IT program, but a new student advisor, that'll be over in the student services office. All right, and then complete academic planning and advisor during your advising session. You can click on advisor right there. All right, this also, they've actually done a really good job here. Web advisor is where you'd register and check your classes and transcripts and all that. There's your link to the courses, pay for classes down here. Let's click on tuition and fees. All right, that shows tuition and fees, in-state, very inexpensive. All right. All right, so books. In our program, we don't have a whole lot of books to buy, depending on the class you're taking. Now let me go back. All right. Let me copy this and show you guys the information technology link. All right, so this is the information technology page. All right, just tells you a little bit about the program, the program flyer, which we actually have 4 concentrations now. I'll show you guys the flyer. This flyer is going to be updated, but this shows the information systems track, the network management track, and the system security track. And a lot of times this is important if you're transferring in a lot of classes, because you might not have the opportunity or need to take all the classes. But if you're starting out as a new student, if you take all your electives as IT classes, you'll more than likely get more than 1 concentration. A lot of students get all 3 concentrations. All right, and if you look down here once again is our computer IT yearly schedule. That shows every IT course, related IT course that's in here. All right, then you have your checklists. Now this is a checklist, and we've kind of like standardized all the checklists across the college, which is a really great idea. All right, so this is information systems. Everything that does not have an asterisk is required classes. Now we can do some course subs if we need to within reason, but you'll take a intro to computers, which is basically a really intro class, and use Microsoft Office, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, CTS 115, Information Systems Business Concepts. That is a great overview of a lot of things that you would need related to IT in the business world and a lot of business topics. Now that I made that gives you a good overview of Windows, Linux, a lot of business terms related to IT, things like that. I won't go too much into that. That's actually a transferable class to university. It's a CAA, transferable class. CTI 110, Web Programming and Database Foundation. That course you will do HTML, PHP, and MySQL. So that's you could say a web programming class, really intro class, but it's a really good class. All right, CIS 110 doesn't require a book. CTS 115 does not require a book. CTI 110 does require a book, but that's very inexpensive book. I think it's like 40 to 60 bucks. And it's actually written by a instructor that works in the, I think it's called Asheville Buncombe Community College in North Carolina. All right, NOS 110, that's your intro to Windows 10 and Linux. I believe CentOS Linux. All right, that requires a book. SEC 110, that's anything with asterisks is a recommended class. But SEC 110 is Security Concepts. That's your first course in Security Plus. So that'll prep you for the Security Plus exam if you want to take that. ACA 122, that's just college transfer success, how to, good study skills, what you need to do to transfer. CTI 120, that's your intro to networking and security foundation. That is that starts using the Cisco Network Academy. All right, intro to networks course. All right, NOS 130 is a first course. It's Windows single user, but also you get into using Server 2016, 2019, things like that. NOS 230, and this does not require a book. All right, I think I stopped it. SEC 110 does require a book. ACA 122 does not. CTI 120 does not. These courses do not. SEC 150 and Security 110 require this, or it's the same book, so you don't need an additional book there. All right, but NOS 130 is a lot of Windows 10 and server. NOS 230 gets into more um, group policies related to Windows Server. All right, Security 150, that's your second half of your Security Plus prep. Communications elective, that's your Englishes. You need an English 10 as a minimum, but if you're going to transfer to, say, the ECU for university, you need English 110. All right, SEC 160, that's Secure Communications. That actually is going over to the Palo Alto Firewall Essentials course, so that does not require a book. And you can get certified if you'd like to. We get a half price discount on that. CIS 115, that's an introduction to programming in logic, and we use Python, and we do some Internet of Things, Raspberry Pi programming. So that's a pretty good course. Those courses are in the summer semester. All right, and in fall, I recommend taking the Net 125 and 126 course. This is Net 125 is the intro. It's the first CCNA for Cisco course. Certified. I should know it since I'm certified. Cisco Certified Network Associate. All right, I had to look at my certification. All right, so that's the first course in that. Net 126 is the second course, and we're using the very new the most up-to-date courses there. Communication elective, you have to take another English, take English 112, more likely if you're transferring. Humanities or fine arts elective, it's shown there, art, Englishes, humanities, philosophy, religion. Then CTS 289, that's a system support project. That's actually a very fun course because we use the National Cyber League. We do activities in that. So you do a lot of Linux, a lot of labs for Certified Ethical Hacker. All right, and you do a project which is you create videos on actually the labs you'll be doing. So a lot of people enjoy that. CTS 120, that's hardware software support. That uses IT Essentials out of Network Academy. So that is, these don't require books either. You'd have to take a science or math. Math 110 is the minimum, but you do need to take a Math 171 as a minimum if you're transferring. And I have these all noted down here also. And then a social behavioral science, economics, histories, politics, psychology, sociology. All right, so altogether 65 to 67 credits. All right, and just to let you know, if you add these up, you can end up with 65, but since it's a odd number of electives, you need to take, and I've noted here, where's it at? Note 2, all these are noted with numbering. If you do not take a 4-credit science or math course, you'll be required to take one additional other major hour or other major course, 1 to 3 credit hours. All right. So if you take a 4-credit biology, chemistry, math, you need to make sure you have a 4-credit class. If not, you have to take 1 extra credit. But since most of our classes are 2 to 3 credits, you might have to take an extra class. Now we do have Work-Based Learning 111, which is a 1-credit course where we put you doing an internship with a local government agency doing IT, so that saves you from having to take that full extra course. But most people do have to take that full extra course if they don't have a 4-credit math. But I can tell you, most popular, if you take biology, I think biology 110 is 4 credits, if I'm not mistaken. I know math 171 is 4 credits. All right, so that's just one of our checklists. The other checklist pretty much look very similar, just the required classes are different. All right, so there is that one. And if you take these out of order, that's fine, but just remember there is prerequisites for some courses, and it's noted down here. All right. So that's that. Now, frequently asked questions, say, how do I use the 2-year IT checklist? And actually, we just went through it. I should have just told you to go down here, but that's fine. All right, I did YouTube videos on how to use your 2-year checklist, how do I register for courses using WebAdvisor, That's after you're in the system. How do my IT courses map to industry certifications? I have all that broken down. All right, so that shows you if you're familiar with, Cisco, Palo Alto, Microsoft, CompTIA. Um, uh, that's pretty much all of them, but that's how they break down. All right. How you get digital badges now. A lot of people get digital badges. Yearly IT course schedule explained. Went through and explained the course. If you notice right there, National Cyber League was my first image that it picked up. All right. Does the IT program help with local job placement? All right. I actually talked about work-based learning. Pretty much, I would say most of the IT managers and IT workers especially in Clinton, they've graduated from a program. All right. Now, we are a NSA DHS Department of Certified Center of Academic Excellence. So if you click on that link, that just tells you a little bit about our program. That's our Cyber Defense Education Center information about the program, board of directors, my information, which is probably not updated that great, Mr. Tyree. All right, some cybersecurity news, local news, veterans training opportunities. If you're veterans, we're close to Fort Bragg and Seymour Johnson Air Force Base and Camp Lejeune. We have a lot of veterans here. All right, some good cyber links here, online training, employment, and SEC course links. Like when you're a student, you'll get access to Microsoft Azure accounts. You'll be able to download server for free. Palo Alto, you can get actually the Palo Alto virtual machines. Netacad, you'll get Packet Tracer, which you can set up networking, and then VMware, you'll get VMware. You can actually download VMware Workstation, full copy of that. That's good for a year. ESXi, NSX, all that stuff. All right, so that's there. All right, so there's the website. That's pretty much that. All right, so I've gone over a bunch of stuff. Now our program is 100% online. We do, if you go to my YouTube channel, put a plug in here for my YouTube channel. Just give me 1 minute. And since I'm putting this on YouTube, you already probably looked at my YouTube channel since you're on YouTube. Go figure how that works out. All right. And basically, I don't give away any test answers or anything on here, but this is, I do pretty much labs for everything because people love videos. All right, if you click on playlists, like we're doing the Cyber Ops, the SEC 210 course. There's Cyber Ops through Cisco, CCNA, that's the first course for the CCNA, Internet of Things, that was from last summer. CCNA, this is actually the third, ENCSR. This is the second course for the CCNA, which is Net 126. This is Net 225, which is going to be this Net 220. Yeah, Net 225 now. Some little changes there for Cisco. If you're a Cisco student already, you would understand what I'm talking about. But they went from 4-course set, which was Net 125, Net 126, Net 225, and 226, to just 3 courses. Now our 4th course is going to be, which we're teaching that this coming semester in spring 2021, that's going to be the DevNet course. All right, so brand new course that's coming out that does network automation. You'll use Ansible, Chef, a lot of automation, things like that. All right, so just a breakdown of how the courses are set up for this coming semester. CTS 289, you have to have all your core IT courses, which you usually take your first semester to take that course. Net 125 and 126 do not have prerequisites. Now, I would recommend you having Net 125 and 126 before you take 225, but it is doable. I've had students do that. All right, Net 226 will be I always say it incorrectly, the DevNet. All right, it's related to DevOps. DevOps is a big thing these days, but it's a DevNet course, which is network automation. All right, NOS 120, that actually uses the Cisco's Network Academy also, but that's the Linux course. That's really good, big time Linux. I would definitely get into Linux. NOS 130, 230, I already went over that, but that's using server, Windows Server. And we do have a NetLab system, so you can log in. You don't have to install this on your computer. You can log into our system, set up a reservation for whatever you need, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and do all your configurations and work on there. CTI 120, that's your intro to networking and security course. CTS 120, that's basically hardware software support, which is computer repair. CIS 110, that's intro course. And also notice 125, 126. 125 is the first 8 weeks. 126, or I'm sorry, 225 is the first 8 weeks. 226 is the second 8 weeks. All right. NOS 130, that is the first 8 weeks. NOS 230, that's the second 8 weeks. All right. Only other thing, CIS 110, that's only a 5-week course, so you can take that. Usually, if you're going to take, like, say, the first 8-week course, you might want to take this the second 8 weeks if you're taking the same semester. All right, we do have a DBA 110 course, which is Intro to Databases using Microsoft Access. You can take that. That is in person, but that's a recommended course, but you don't have to take that necessarily. All right, but you have to take that in person. All right, our 2 new courses, CSC 139, which is Visual Basic Programming. Excuse me, that is a programming course that you can use as an elective for the IT program, and it is transferable, CAA certified, transferable to universities. That's 16 weeks. And then we have that CSC 151, which is Java programming. That is another transferable course to university. Now, when I say transfer to university, if we don't have an articulation agreement directly from our Associate of Applied Science degree, the college that you're transferring to has to agree to take all your courses. All right. But with an articulation agreement, you know for a fact they will, because they specified that. We have one with ECU. This is a statewide one. We're working on one with University of Mount Olive, which is right down the road from here. I'm getting ready to submit one to Western Carolina. I know they've done it for other community colleges. But yeah, right now though, ECU is it's really tough to beat because they have a really good program. I go there and meet with the professors. It's a top-notch school. So there's a link to that if you want to learn about their program. And we're talking about doing since now we have a programming curriculum. Let me get that up real quick. It's going to be brand new. Just give me 1 second. We're going to do a transferable Associate Applied Science in Programming, which transfers your 2 years from here to a computer science bachelor's. All right, so let's see. And that is called Programming Development. All right, so there you go. There's Programming and Development. Now, since this is a new program, we're just phasing in all the courses except for the CSC, which is all the programming courses. All the other courses are current courses, but this is how it'll break down. Your first fall semester, you'll take C++ and all the other required courses, and then you'll have Advanced C++, and then the only other course, like this coming spring, we're actually offering both of these programming courses. CSC 139, Visual Basic, and CSC 151, Java. All right, that's how that breaks down. Now we may go through here and actually This course, this is a really good course, Advanced C++, but that's not transferable directly to a university. It's not certified right now. We might be adding another course, which is another programming course, which is directly transferable. But either way, that'll take effect before you get to this course anyways, because we're going to probably do that in February. But you'll start it, if you're taking this course, you can start here and start taking courses now, but these will be a little bit out of order, which is not a big deal. All right. So that's that. I believe I've covered everything. I just want everybody to know that current registration is going on right now for existing, for current students, and registration is coming up once again. Back to this link. Coming up in November, and everything can be done online, so you don't have to actually come to school. So if you're, even if you're out of town, you can still take all the courses online, which is fine. We do Zoom. You know, all the teachers have Zoom. We do Zoom meetings. I do a bunch of videos, so I can work with you remotely. I can remote into your computer, like RDP or SSH into your computer or your virtual machine. We do have powerful servers here that we actually have 4 servers running ESXi through VMware, so I can set you up virtual machines that you can log into remotely, or you can. I recommend downloading, and having either VMware Workstation or VBox installed on your computer, as long as it's powerful enough to run that, and you can run all your virtual machines locally to get used to doing that. But you can do everything remotely if needed. And in the summer, we do teach a cloud class, which is Amazon Web Services, and you can get your certified cloud practitioner on there. I believe the certification is it's normally like $100, but you get a half price voucher. But that's really it. The big dates to look at right now, if you're a brand new student, are in the actual, well, right there too. Classes start on Monday, January 11th, and registration for new students is Monday, November 9th. So you have probably almost like 3 weeks to get there. But you can register now, register at that time. And also we have late registration, which is in January before classes start. All right, but that's it. Hopefully that wasn't too long. I try to keep it under 30 minutes. But I'm really excited about the program. We decided to make it 100% online because so many working adults and working students just can't schedule their work lives around school, so they just kind of don't do it, or they can only take one class here, one class there. Now we have a lot more students saying, okay, I'm ready to start my college career and get on to a better job or a more fulfilling job. Maybe you have a really awesome job that's, just you're ready to make a change, or you're getting close to retirement and you're ready to move on. You might want to do information technology. It's a huge, great field to get into. Especially, I like learning new stuff, so you're never going to be able to learn it all. So there's always something to learn. I learn stuff every single day, so I enjoy that. Sometimes it's a little frustrating, but yeah, it's good to know that you can wake up and learn new stuff, and it makes you feel very fulfilled. All right, but that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys at Sampson Community College.